You know, people always ask me, Warehouse, why do you always wear a hat? Do you see? Do you see? Do you see? It's like I'm just playing with y'all, but for real. This is the top 10 Warehouse series, but I can only think of 5 for this one. The top 10 fights that I've been in, and they were all fucking awesomely hilarious. So, prepare to be wooed, especially if you like violence. Okay. Number 5. Warehouse versus Pac-Man, aka my main man Charles. Or wait, is it Charles aka Pac-Man? That's for you to decide. Okay, the story is, when I was in 9th grade, I was just sitting there on the bus. I had a really bad headache that day. I used to get really, really bad migraines, so I get on the bus and shit, right? I'm just sitting there minding my own damn business, eating my Starburst, tropical Starburst, might I add, and, you know, just sitting there eating my Starburst, and then, up comes my main man, Charles, who wasn't my main man at the time. I didn't even know the kid, but Charles, being Charles, had to come up and snatch my Starburst out of my hand, and then slap the fuck out of me right in the face. He slapped the fuck out of me. Stole my Starburst, slapped the fuck out of me. The whole bus was geeking, and I was highly embarrassed and pissed off. So, I got up, shoved his ass back like 5 rows of seats, like, yo, what's up, motherfucker? Taking my motherfucking Starburst ball out of this motherfucking and he just stared back like, oh, okay, alright, I got you, alright, yo, So then I just go back to my seat. Keep in mind, I got a migraine. When I was in 9th grade, I wasn't really much of a G, if you would say. So I'm just sitting there on the bus, and as time goes by, I hear in the back of my mind, the back of the bus, Charles is sitting there like, this nigga, yo, oh my god, just wait till we get off this bus, oh my god, yo, just wait till we get off this bus, yo, this nigga going down, yo, hey yo, kid, I'ma fuck you up, we get off this bus. I'm sitting there like, oh shit, fuck, why'd I buy Starburst today? Now I gotta fucking fight somebody. So I go ahead and I get off the bus after him, and I still got my book bag on. And the common courtesy of my main man Charles is telling me, take off your book bag, bro, because I'm about to pop you in the face. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to fight, dude. I didn't mean anything by it. And he's like, take off your backpack, bro. I'm about to swing on you. And I'm like, dog, I'm not trying to fight. And he's like, one last warning, take off your book bag or I'm swinging. And I'm like, I'm not taking off my motherfucking book. And he fucking threw a hook at me. I ducked that shit. And there's witnesses. Of course, half the witnesses there will fucking claim that I was a poontang pie, but it wasn't the truth. So I ducked under his hook, came up with a fucking mean-ass uppercut. I'm talking Street Fighter style, like, Hadouken! And I whopped him right in the chin with an alright uppercut. I wasn't that great at fighting in 9th grade. And then he whopped me in the temple with a big old hook. I'm pretty sure just once, but I don't know. I was a little bit stumbled. Kind of fucked me up a little bit. That motherfucker hits hard. And he picked me up for a slam, threw my ass onto the grass, which wasn't necessarily a good tactic because grass isn't hard. So I got slammed on the grass, big whoop-de-doody, and my mom just so happened to be picking me up from the bus that day. So my mommy runs up and breaks the fight up, making me look like a ginormous vagina in front of the entire bus stop. Yeah, I got a lot of shit for that. But I wouldn't change it for the world. Next day, I went up to him at school and I said, yo, no hard feelings, bro. Like, shit happens, but I got no hard feelings against you, bro. Like, I hope we can just move on from this shit. And he was like, word, yo, word. Much respect. Next day on the bus, I heard him claiming that he was the king of Madden. So naturally, I got up and told him I'd fuck his ass up in Madden. He came over, and we played Madden, and I beat his ass in Madden. I think. Can't remember. Hold up, I got a phone call. Hello? What up, who this? What's up, bro? Huh? Well, I'm lootless right now. Yeah, he doesn't get off work till, he's not gonna be home till like 4 though, and he never answers till then, but when I talk to him, I'll let you know. Alright, peace. Sorry about that. Okay, now back to the story. So I beat his ass in Madden. Fuck. Cause I'm the Madden King. Fuck y'all. It's like, I think he might have beat me, but fuck that. Number 4. A nice boxing match with my boy Travo, aka Travis, aka Void. Some of y'all might know him. That's my man's. He's cool. Word up. Ain't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing good, bro. But let me tell the story of this one. This wasn't a fight. This was more like it was a boxing match. Now, keep in mind, I had my girlfriend with me. There was like 5 people, and my girlfriend was there. So, in my mind, I'm thinking, there's no way in fuck I'm gonna let this kid beat me in this boxing match because my girl's watching. Fuck that. Ain't gonna happen. And, so, boxing match started, and it went back and forth, you know, we hit each other, back and forth, but I specifically remember him doing one of these, like, and right underneath, I just come up like, and he just like, uppercut, fucking flings back, and then comes forward and goes, woof. And this shit was like, right by my face. Didn't hit me. Did not fucking hit me. And anybody who says different is just a hating ass little poontang. I didn't lose that. It was actually a draw because we both got tired. And everybody always says, yo, Warehouse, you would have lost that fight if he would have hit you with that punch. Well, guess what? He didn't hit me with the punch. So fuck you. I draw, bitch. What up? Number 3. Now this is where it starts to get interesting. I got into a fist fight with my boy Justin, aka J Tizzle, aka Tampon. And this is a funny one. Alright, so it was me, him, my girlfriend, and his girlfriend. And I'm not naming any names because I respect anonymity. That's what the word is. Well, anyway, he's sitting there all smashed, and I'm pretty smashed myself. And he's got this half-gallon of Rickaloff, and he's trying to test my patience and shit. So he's holding this bottle up Like, he's about to pour that shit into my carpet. I'm sitting there like, yo, you pour that shit into my carpet, bro, I swear to God, I am not going to be able to keep myself from teeing off right in your fucking stupid, ugly-ass shark-nosed face. Despite thy warning. Bloop. Right on my carpet. So I went, fucking whopped him in the face. He fell to the ground. I jumped on top of him. I plucked him 6 times in the face. And he was like 20 pounds heavier than me, so he flipped me over. But keep in mind, I'm pretty good with my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so he didn't really do too much, even though he was in an advantageous position. I will admit, he did get one nice clean shot on me, and I flipped him off of me, because you can't fuck with my BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he got all pissy because he realized that he got whopped in the face 7 times. I only got whopped in the face once. So he slams my I slam my glass door open and shove his ass out. I said, get the fuck out of my house, you disrespectful little bitch. You don't pour fucking Rickle off of my motherfucking carpet. Because I had to scream because he was running by then. Next thing you know, I'm just sitting there with his girlfriend of mine. And we're just sitting in my family room listening to Kanye West Flashing Lights. I remember it like it was yesterday. So we're just sitting there like, dun, dun, flashing lights, lights, lights. Crash! Fucking brick comes through the fucking window. And, yeah, just so you know, Justin, that brick almost hit your girlfriend. You're a fucking dick for that. And I had to spend like 3 fucking hours cleaning that shit up the next day. Real manly. Real manly. Yeah. You're really, really fucking good at vandalizing. I'll give you that. Number 2. This was a boxing match against a dude named Dale. I got no hard feelings for the kid. You know, I haven't talked to him in years. I wish him the best. But there was this one time at a party I came to these parties all the time, and he would always come up to me and he'd be like, yo, Wells, box me, yo, box me. And I'm not really the type. I'd rather just chill. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But if you fucking piss me off, I will fight you. Don't get me wrong. So, one day he came up to me when I was just a little bit too crunk to chill. Comes up, you Wells, box me. So I was like, alright, motherfucker, I'll box you. Let's go. Wow. Let's go, motherfucker. So we went into the garage. Well, actually, no, wait. It wasn't the garage. It should have been the garage, but we went in the living room. And this living room had dog turds, cat turds all over the place. Don't ask me why we chose that as the boxing venue, but we were all smashed, so that's probably why. First round, it was a really good round. We all each got in a bunch of shots. Shit was going swell, man. I'm telling you, this shit was beast, yo. We were fucking each other up. And 5 minutes went by, 3 to 5 minutes went by, and someone was like, ding, ding. And we took a break. I get to my corner, I'm sitting there like, damn. Fucking hit me a couple times. I know he was feeling the same way, but I'm not speaking from nobody else's perspective. And then, ding ding, start the second round. I come in. And in the middle of the nastiest combo that anybody could have ever been rocked by, I slipped on a dog turd. Got knocked out cold. My head hit the wall. So I lost the boxing match. I lost. Lost by dog turd. And the kid walked around, and all I remember is waking up with a whole circle of people around me, like, yo, warehouse, you alright? And I'm like, you slipped on a dog turd, yo. So I get up and I'm like, ugh. And my man, TJ, rest in peace, I see him whooping that fool's ass just because he was claiming to have beat me fair and square when obviously a dog turd beat me. I am not bullshitting. That is a true story. If you have anything to dispute about it, you can ask anybody that was there. If I'm not putting out names. And finally, the craziest fight I think I've probably ever been in. It was against Warehouse Productions' own rapping Yaya. And this was at work. Alright. So what happened was we were getting, he said, I was just new on the job. We were working as butchers and shit, and he was telling me like some really stupid advice that like I had obviously already known or whatever, so I kind of like got annoyed by the fact that he thought that I wasn't catching on to like my duties and shit. So I started acting like a smart ass back. And he started getting all pissy because he was in a bad mood that day. And just the fact that he was getting pissy, it just urged me to just keep on egging him on. And I was going to put a box of wieners away, a box of sausages away in the fridge. And as I was picking up these boxes of like, each box had like 100 pounds of these little mini sausages in it, I was going to put on the top shelf. And this fool just comes in and shoves me, and I drop like 100 pounds of little weenies all over the fucking floor. And I'm just sitting there like, so I'm pissed as fuck. So I shoved the door open. I point into the fridge, and I'm like, look what Yaya did. Yeah, I snitched him out. He fucking spilled the weenies, not me. Fuck that, I ain't taking the blame for that. He's the one that fucking spilled the weenies. And he got super pissed off that I went ahead and ratted him out on that, because I'm not about to take the heat. He was there for 6 years. I was there for like a month. I would have been fucking fired, for God's sakes. So, next thing you know, he comes up and fucking tees off on me. And I just so happen to be right next to a very, very thick piece of steel, part of a $100,000 machine, and he fucking hooked the shit out of me when I wasn't paying attention. Steel right here, and I'm just like into the steel, knocked the fuck out on the floor like. Ugh. I wake up like 5 minutes later, and him and his dad are scuffling around on the floor and shit. And I'm like, what? I didn't even really know what the fuck happened. I probably should have just went ahead and fucked his ass up right there, but half of my brain was turned off at the moment. So I actually walked to the Royal Farms next door, bought a cigarello, and I was just blowing a cigarello. I was just so pissed off that all I could do was just blow a cigarette. I didn't want to fight at work, because I knew I was going to get fired if I did, so I'm just out in the back blazing my cigarello. And then it finally hit me. I'm like, this motherfucker really just sucker punched me in the middle of work into a piece of fucking steel and knocked me the fuck out. So I put my fucking roll out, come back in, and Yoda's sitting there like, he's got like tears in his eyes because he felt sorry for what he did and shit. He was apologizing to everybody. And I just walk up out of nowhere because revenge is a bitch. And it's best served cold. You sucker punch me, I'm gonna sucker punch you. So I just walk up and I'm like, whop! And I whopped the fuck out of him. And he flew back like 10 feet. And there was this like $80,000 machine behind him. And he was like, oh, boom! $80,000 machine was like, didn't fall over, but we were so fucking close to destroying an $80,000 wiener spewer. Yep, squirted out sausages, and he comes back after bouncing off of this fucking steel machine like, and his head whopped it too after being sucker punched. So he just comes at me like, I'm just ducking like, I hit him with like a 5-piece or some shit. But don't get me wrong, I sucker punched him, so I didn't really expect him to do too much offense, and before you know it, he was on his ass. But I don't blame him. I sucker punched him. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are the top fights of the warehouse. And if you want to add to that list, then fucking say something about my ears, bitch. Because I will beat that ass.